Oh shit, we're supposed to start? Hey guys, my name's Hayden Hart. You might recognize me from the House of Champs channel. I was the Rip Beast guy. That is borderline my only accomplishment, not only in Yu-Gi-Oh, but ever. I'm going to be doing videos with the card guys from now on, so you're going to see a lot more of me on the channel. I like soy sauce, like a lot of it, like to where the food is drenched and sopping wet. Speaking of sopping wet, I'm scared of deep clear water, 6 feet plus. It's because it's clear. I don't know. It's a psychological thing. It scares the fuck out of me. Let's see. I kind of don't like the way plastic bags go at like grocery stores. I like the paper ones more because they're crinkly. Let's see. The only thing that's good at Burger King is the chicken fries and the apple pie they have. At McDonald's, you can get any size drink for $1, so I don't know how you wouldn't get large, because you're stupid. I don't like Crystal. I don't like the onion flavor of the buns. Sometimes I just go to Walmart to kill time. My bathroom at my dorm is kind of gross. Let's see. Every now and again, I'll just wake up and think like, you know, you know, I like the movie 300. I know that like to watch it, you have to spend your free time drooling into a cup, but like, I like being stupid. Okay, so let's get into the deck. Yeah. Alright, so for the first monster, we've got 3 Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda. She is your primary Diddle Initiator. Note her name is Spiritual Beast Tamer, so it's Spiritual Beast and Ritual Beast Tamer. This allows her to be used as a Beast or a Tamer for the Fusion Summon. So that's pretty cool, and she's level 4, which lets you make Lightning Chidori. She is your primary win condition now, not Elder and Cannahawk anymore. It's just she's just the nut. Treat her like play her like Duke Frog. Then for the other, well, I associate her with the Tamers, but she's both. For the other Tamers, we've got 2 Elder, 1 Win, and 1 Lara. As you might imagine, these are just Ritual Beast Tamers, so they can't be Beasts in the fusions. Elder gives you the extra normal, which is really good to wombo combo off going first. But it's really interruptible, and by himself, he's the most bricky, because Lara and Win are both +1s by themselves, and Elder's a nothing. So you only want to play 2 of it. You don't want to brick into it. Like, while the ceiling for him has gone up, the floor has stayed the same. So that's why we're going to play 2 Elder, and that's it for those. On to the Beasts. We have 3 Spiritual Beast Cannahawk. He's the Gold Sark. If he dies, you still get the card. That's worth noting. He's generally the best one because he can get any card out of the deck. Then you have Rampingu. This one, if you open it with Elder, this one's actually better than Cannahawk, but it just gets you access to Winda. The main purpose of both of these is to get to Winda. She's your win condition. And then 1 Apelio and 1 Petalfin. Apelio, it's important to get access to Apelio, but you only need 1, because like in Rid Beast, if they get it to your grave or to your banish, like you can get it back from anywhere. And it lets you prepare resources for your next turn. And buffing your monsters actually becomes relevant sometimes against like some random matchups. Also, Petalfin sucks, but it can save your ass. It can bounce a card, so like, and in the right hands, like if you go second, you open Elder, Petalfin, and another thing, like let's say a Lara, you can banish the Lara, bounce a card, and then you've got a card banished, so you can actually go off into some wombo combos. But that's all it's really good for. It's still the worst one. Next, for the main thing we do, for like the reason that we actually can play this deck, we have the Windwitch engine. The idea being that Ice Bell is a card that lets us play, and we normally need Winda to play, or an Elder with a Cannahawk or Rampingu. So this just gives us a better chance of actually opening a playable hand. And all the Rip Beasts are wind, all the fusions are level 6 wind. It doesn't really inhibit our deck at all. Also, the level 1 can be summoned if you control 2 Rip Beasts. You can get access to Omega and just some really random extra plays off of it. So that's pretty cool too.
Slow down.
Okay. Do we keep recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay.
Just be sure when you're explaining, slow down things. Just a little bit.
For hand traps, I play 2 Ash and 2 Ogre. Now, we would definitely play 3 Ash if I had 3 Ash. You might just drop Ogre to 1 because E-tailing out Ogre is really, really relevant in the Trickstar matchup. Because, like, they'll activate their field spell and you immediately chain E-tailing and summon Ogre. So that way when they start to lock down your more important back rows, you can pop it. And note, Ash works under Defissure and Macro because it just discards. Ogre doesn't, Valor doesn't, Droll doesn't. So, like, let's say you have the Windwitches, you just activate Defissure first, and they can't, like, Ogre any part of it or anything like that. They could still Ash it, but you would keep the Ice Spell in your hand. So, it just makes Ash better, as if she needed to be. Let's see. We have 1 Defissure. This is the card that you open with your Geki going second. 1 E-Telly, this is your extra Tamer. This is the reason we don't have to play 3 Elder. We can open up E-Telly and also do the exact same combo, and it's just a better card altogether for Geki. Onto the traps. This is the one that causes the most aneurysms from the deck. We have 3 Rit-B Steeds. It's your searchable board wipe. It's your anal prolapser. It's just the best card in general. And the other card that's equally the best card in general, Ambush. This one's the double Monster Reborn. It can be a Tamer or a Beast, but you can also get 2 Windas because you can only summon Winda parentheses S or whatever once per turn. So that's cool. This is the only hard once per turn in the deck. You just chain it to Steeds, and then you look at your opponent and you just start rubbing yourself under the table and just squeal like a pig because you can do whatever you want there. They're gonna die. You've given them the moisture. 1 Macro. It's pretty good. Then the addition from the ban list that's better than 3 Ulti Kenahawk, 3 Torrential Tribute. So this card is sort of a win condition in and of itself. If you open Elder with any beast, or E-Telly with any beast, or any way you can fathom to get to Ulti Petalfin, you can drop it, set this, and then when you flip it, the Petalfin will live, and you can just feel free to absolutely moisten your opponent next turn. You can just flip Torrential Tribute, look at all that water, you can get them with the dampness. And then for Solemns, Judgment, that's cool. 2 strike and a warning. Judgment hits evenly matched, the others don't really have anything special going on. Into the extra deck, 2 of the new one, Kim and Falcos. You're only ever going to actually summon 1, but the general idea with the Rit Beasts is you want to play 1 more of each than you need. So this is your new Psychic. You banish it with Rampingu to send Winda usually turn 1 if that's an available option. And the other one you actually summon. Then 1 Ulti Kenahawk. That's, yeah, it's still limited. The loop is still pretty good. It's not necessarily your only win condition anymore because getting to Winda allows you to loop monsters. But Ulti Kenahawk, the amount of advantage you generate can be pretty devastating too. And Steeds is still pretty good. 2 Ulti Apelio, 1 to banish, 1 to actually summon. You're not going to summon this much. It's just it has 2600. That's its special ability. 3 Ulti Petalfin. This one's really good. You could drop it to 2 if you really wanted to, but and I'm tempted to because only 2 of them are Italian. The other one's just a filthy, worthless English one. But this card's like the deck has to play extremely defensively, and this card allows you the freedom to do that. And then 1 Ulti Guy Apelio. If you play the deck right, you will make this sometimes. I swear to God. That's all for the Rit Beast monsters. 1 Chidori. That's the only Exceed we play, and it's the only one you need. Since Winda's level 4, you can defuse directly into this if you have access to both Winda and a Beast. So you can summon this a lot easier than you used to be able to. And for Synchros, for the Windwitches, we have Winterbell, Clearwing, and Crystal Wing. I was playing Stardust, but then I kind of came to realize, like, they're never going to let you get that Stardust out of the extra deck monster zone. So I kind of started to think, like, what's the point of actually keeping it in? Like, if they're going, like, Cosmic Cyclone banishes and Evenly Match banishes, so Stardust doesn't actually do anything, or it doesn't do anything that would actually hurt the deck, other than stop maybe the Pendulum Trap, but they'll stop the Stardust before it gets made or something, or they'll use it earlier if they're decent, so that's not really something to think about. So we're not playing Stardust anymore. Instead, we have, in case we hard draw the Glass Bell, we have an Omega and a Scrap Dragon. It says Fermento on it because it's from Italy, and that means it's worth more than other Scrap Dragons. So basically, after the deck starts, or after turn 1 or 2, your normal summon doesn't actually matter much anymore. So a lot of the time, you can just normal the level 4 Windwitch tuner without using its effect and make synchros. You can also E-Telly a Ghost Ogre or something like that too. Or you can do it by summoning the level 1 Windwitch. There are a lot of like situational things that allow you to play these 2 cards. And The important thing about them is they both get themselves out of the extract monster zone. Scrap Dragon can pop itself for spot removal or something else if you'd rather keep it. And Omega, Omega just gets out of the way. In addition, if they strike your ulti Cannahawk and you can make Omega and get it into the graveyard, you can put it back and start restarting some of your plays that way, which is also pretty cool. Alright, hope you all like the deck profile. Leave a like if you did, subscribe. If you didn't like it, fuck you. We'd like to thank our sponsors, K&K Gaming. Go check them out in the description below. You can tell them the Card Guy sent you. And if you have any changes to deck profile, recommend them down below. If you play Monster Reborn, you're stupid. It's bad in Rip Beast. It'll give you hemorrhoids. Anyway, thanks for watching. And until next time, remember, love handles aren't just for ladies anymore.